if we're talking about SEO at all in general, what we're getting at is building entities, building relationships, right? So if we're talking about local markets, one of the things that we're going to go out and do, right, is build citations, right? So citations. Another thing that we're going to do is we're going to build backlinks. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to perhaps build press releases, right? These three elements are the three elements that I like the most, right? Especially for local markets. We're not, and now don't get me wrong, I love, maps and GMB, but we're talking about building out relationships to build authority for our website in local markets. So when doing this, all right, this is our main property, okay? When doing this, and this is the big G, right? The big Google, right? Each of these things, and this is our site, so we'll just call this the website, all right? All of these things are signals to give to Google, right? We're building authority. Now, when we're doing this, we're also building relationships, right? So we want to connect them. We want everything to be built to be synonymous with each other. I offer this service. I do this. Here's the results that come up, right? I search for a plumber. Here's the results that come up. Here's the digital references online. Here's press releases. Here's the citations. Here's the links. Here's articles about the company, so on and so forth. So one of the tips, or the tip that I want to give you today that I haven't shared yet, I haven't made a video directly on, is I want to walk you through one of a relatively powerful technique that can help connect pieces by utilizing authority websites. In some cases, maybe not authority websites, maybe lower grade websites, but when you do it at scale, it makes it something, right? So let's talk about exactly what we're going to be doing. And then what I want to do is I want to walk you through step by step and show you. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing entity authority relationship building, right, through Schema, and we're going to be utilizing embeds. So what we're going to do is we're going to hide code utilizing Schema inside of an embed, and then we're going to talk about distribution, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do it. All right, so let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So one of the main things that I really like and what I'm developing is press release, a service, right? I'm not here to pitch on a service. What I'm here to do is show you a skill, right? So if we have a press release, we're just going to say gets distributed. Now the distribution network can range, right? But let's say there's 150 sites. Now it doesn't have to be a press release. It could also be, let's just say we're using, I don't know what's popular, SEO Autopilot, GSA, Scrapebox. There's a plethora of tools out there. But inside of this, we're just going to call this the T. There's tools. And then what can be done is a plethora, right? Multiple things. I mean, this could be thousands, right? Thousands. So 1K, thousands, right? So these are tools and this is press release. Now, this is one way to get mass distribution out within the network. But within these, why I really like press releases is generally they're going to be on authoritative domains, or at least news domains, semi-trusted domains. And what I really like about it is if I have a page and I'm getting distributed to, let's say, 150 to, I've seen, distribution networks that are 500 sites, right? Generally. And inside of here, we have our article with our main headline, our keyword term, right? Because we're going to start setting up branded press releases. We'll do branded citations. We'll do branded backlink building. But then as we start building our brand and our authority, we want to start directing our efforts towards specific keywords and keyword clusters and keyword groups. That's the objective, right? So if we're targeting, let's say we're past the brand phase, we're targeting keywords, specific keywords. We're starting to target clusters of keywords. What we want to do here is if on top of the press release, it's one of our keywords, maybe it's a secondary keyword, a primary keyword, whatever the case is. Inside of here, we have content. We have our main title, it's a keyword. We have content about our keyword. But inside of here is an embed. Now, inside of the embed can be powerful. Not only are we able to embed an entity that we control, not only is it valuable to have a video, or it could just be an embed, a flat embed, but video seems to be something that you can hide stuff in without running into any trouble. So inside of our video, we're able, remember when we started talking in the very beginning, I was talking about backlinks. I was talking about citations. I was talking about the other press releases. And then one thing I left out was maybe social. Another element could be other places where we put our embeds, right? So if we can start making those associations within the hidden embed so we can get distribution on more authoritative sites, we can start connecting the pieces. We can basically, what I'm offering is more bang for your buck, right? Because if I can start making those entity connections hidden within the video, depending on where you're getting distribution or wherever you're doing it, if you're doing it yourself with tools, you're able to get that connection faster. I'm doing same as schema. You can put whatever you want in there, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. All right, so this was explanation. Hopefully it made some sense to you, but let's get in more into the tactical. Let me walk you through step by step exactly how this works. All right, so let's not waste any time. Let's come over here. It's great to have you on. Waiting to be saying a perfect time for SEO. Absolutely. Let's get into the technical aspect. Hopefully, if you're watching, if you're liking anything I'm talking about, please a thumbs up so other people can see the video. That's all. If you don't like it, thumbs down's perfectly fine. Let's get into the tactical. So I did some preparation beforehand. Basically, I went in and we're just going to grab some same as schema. All right, so we're going to grab some same as schema just so I can demonstrate. So here's the same as schema code. Again, wait till the end. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. I also put a coupon code if you're interested in anything at all that I offer. Check that out. But here's the code that we're going to do. All right, because it's Christmas, I was feeling giving, So here's the code that we're going to utilize. Here is the page. What we're going to do is we're going to add a new post. So add new. This is like a little test. I'm using this to test all kinds of stuff on. Anything you see on this site, it's probably just a work in progress, and I'm just playing around with it. It's just a domain that I had, so I'm playing with it. But we'll talk about something else that I was playing around with towards the end of the video because it fits into this, and I want to showcase that with you, and I'm starting to get more positive results within a SERP, but we'll talk about that next. So this is going to be testing schema embed, or is what we're going to call the page. We'll go ahead and publish this. There's nothing fun here. This is just a basic page, but what we'll do is we'll go ahead and publish. Okay. Well, I guess I don't even have to put it on here. I guess we could just bring up the structured data. I guess I don't have to put it onto the site. Here, let's just bring this up. Rich snippets, what's it called? Schema testing tool. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out and we're going to get the code. We'll make it the easy way. I already brought this up so I could just grab one of my videos quick. So we're going to grab the schema video, which is what I figured I would use. And what we'll do is we'll go inside of here and we're going to go to share. We're going to grab the embed code and we're going to take this code. We're going to copy it and we're going to bring it down to the text document. I brought up a text document just so we can make some changes here. Now I want you to take a look at this code, and what we can do is we know that Google can see the code. I ran a test not too long ago. I took all of the code off of a popular person's blog, right? And I put it inside for the keyword SEO testing. I optimized the code only. It indexed. It didn't rank page 1. It ranked like page 4, but it got indexed, right? So we know that they read the code. That's without a shadow of a doubt. But what a lot of people aren't talking about is they also not only read code, but they read structured data. They read schema markup within the embed. All right. So what we can do then is we can then go over here and grab our schema. So let's take this schema. This is same as schema. I believe that they're adding in movies or books or whatnot, but that's perfectly fine. So we'll bring it down here and we'll have some fun with it really quick. So let's just paste this inside of here. So we have our LDJSON, which is recommended by Google. So that's what we're going to use. Why not, right? So we want to leave all of this data here the same. And now the type you can't make up. It has to be a specific type, but we can change the name. Now again, this is a test. I'm just showcasing something for you. So, but what this is going to be is the Chris. Here, how about this? Xmas special local SEO tip, never shared public before, right? No one's done this before publicly. So we'll go within the disambiguation description. Now, disambiguation is generally where you can get a lot more keywords and you can literally copy whatever it is. But what we're going to do is we're just going to do local SEO tips from Chris Palmer. That's all we're going to write inside of there. We're going to leave the same as, but instead what we would do is, this is where, like we talked about before, we could start adding in other data. So say, and you can duplicate this multiple times within the schema. So say I'm going to get a press release distribution, or maybe I'm firing up a tool like GSA or SEO Autopilot or whatever tool you want, right? What we would put inside of here, same as what? Think of, okay, I have my links. I have everything. The schema is what holds everything together. Consider it like the super glue. It's the rubber, right? It's the ooze that connects it all, right? We're able to distinguish particular things and make associations to the bot without being seen by the naked eye of a human. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So in any case, we could put multiple things inside of here. So we could put our citations. We could put press releases. If we got a cool article somewhere, we would do a same as there. We could do same as whatever we want. And you don't have to limit yourself to same as. What I'm saying is they're going to read the schema, perhaps, right? I'm going to showcase that. So what we'll just do is we're just going to go ahead and put inside of here. Let's just do Chris Palmer Marketing, okay, .com. We'll leave this here because I guess that this is the book. And then what we can do inside of here is the name, and we'll just put Chris Palmer, okay? Wikidata, I guess I didn't even have to change this. I could have just threw it in here, right? But why not? Also, too, so say you're getting mass embeds. Look at, we're putting the people in here. We're associating the authority blog of where we've got distribution, and inside of the code, Google's going to see, hey, this you're basically associating the authority of that site with what your entity is all about. So not only is the page whatever you want, if you get distribution, it'd be different if you're using tools, but if you're getting distribution, you're writing the press release about whatever you want, and then within the code, you're screaming to the bot, hey, this entity is associated with me, right? So just think about the possibilities of what I'm getting at, all right? So name, we'll just do Chris Palmer. And then Wikidata, we'll just leave that. So what you would do is you're going to take this script, and I want you to take a look up here at the frame inside of these two brackets, right? One's like this, one's like this. Inside of those, this is where we want to go ahead and put our script. Now, some people would say, hey, no, it doesn't work or whatever. That's why, I shared this with somebody and they didn't believe it. So, I'm going to share it now. I'll go ahead and share it. I've already, I know that it works. So in any case, let's come over here to the structured data testing tool. And let's just put this code snippet inside of here. And let's see if it understands within an embed. All right, so here we go. Must have missed something here. Let me go back up here. Let's grab this. Let me make sure I get this right. Show controllers, that's perfectly fine. We'll copy that. We'll come down here. I think I have it in here perfectly fine. I don't think I missed anything per se. Well, let's double check that quick. I might have put it in wrong. What's my error? So we have an error. Can we just edit this here? Paste. All right, so we do have some warnings, but that's perfectly fine. I forgot the quotation mark. It would have been, see, this is the difference between streaming and having a video that I could just chop up or edit. You know, I would have edited that out and went right to the result. But what I missed was, if you take a look over here, you know, schema is a funny thing. You have to be, so I would definitely validate the code before you did mass embedding or anything along those lines, just to make sure that it's running right. But if you take a look here, it's just the image. The date created. The date created is recommended. Please provide a value. It's just yelling at me, right? The director field is recommended. It's telling me things that I need inside. But regardless to the fact, is it still reading what was inside of there? And the answer is yes. So, and that's the objective here. So now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and take this code, and let's run it on here and see how we do. Let's see if we can get it to pick it up off the page. I assume that we can. I could be wrong. But let's update this. And we'll take a look. Update and preview. Let me make sure that it's here. Yeah, that's fine. Let me see. What do we got going on here? Oh, I would probably have to adjust that size there, but that's perfectly fine. All right, so let me just make sure that this is fine. Now, again, I would definitely fix the size and get the, make it look better, but that's not what we're here for. What we're here for to do is have fun and check these things out. So let's do a new test. We'll fetch this URL and we'll see if it sees it. I hope it does. And then there we go. So within the page that we have, there is some errors, but we covered